Hi, in this video I want to show how to create branches, then create pull requests on GitHub, and then merge the pull requests or like the changes that you've made into the master branch from your branch that you created. So I'll be using this first project repository that I have on GitHub, and as we can see when I click on the drop down next to master here, there is only one branch which we are calling the master branch, but we don't want all like a team of 5 to have all the 5 people making changes to master, because if it so happens that you are editing the same file, one person's changes will be overwritten if everyone is editing master. So we will be working with branches, and I'm going to clone the repository. So I will just input the link here. And these links are not so hard to get. It's like always github.com, then slash your username on GitHub, then slash, let's say that the repository name. So that was first project, and then you clone it. Yeah, so there we are. Now in here, if we click on the lower fork icon here, we have the first option as branches. So when you click on branches there, you can see that you now have the local branches and the remote branches. So both on the local and remotely, you have master branches. So the one we have on the local is like where you create that, you will write the code and then commit, and then after you've committed the changes, you push those changes to the on the local. Yes, you commit your changes, then you push the changes from the local to the remote master. So even the branch, that's what it's going to do. We are going to create a branch on the local, then we will we will check out that branch, and checking out is more of, let me go to that branch, let me leave the master branch and go to the branch to the branch that I've created. So when I click on the plus symbol next to the search icon here, I can type in a branch name. The plus symbol is like add a branch. So if I say welcome, okay, I'm going to give it like the way we said during class. Our naming convention is going to be the person, the team member who is editing, who is creating the branch, and what they are going to do. So let's say I'm going to have this as my welcome page. So it will be a conceptor welcome. So if I create that branch, right now you see that master is still highlighted. The master branch is the one that is blue. So I need to move from the master to the branch I've created for me to start making changes. And the way you move is by checking out this branch. So if you click on the 3 dots here, you will be able to have checkout branch. So do you want to check out the branch? Okay. So now it's conceptor welcome branch that is highlighted, which is good because that's exactly what we want. So if I go back here, all the edits I'll be making right now will be on the conceptor welcome branch. And I'm going to make just a simple edit of I'll just say on conceptor branch, and this of course, if you run it, it's just a normal paragraph, so there won't be anything new. So if I now commit the changes that we have made, I'll add the author name in the email. Okay, so our changes have been committed on the branch. I want to show you the difference. Right now in this branch, the p tag is on conceptor branch, right? If I go to branches and check out the branch master by clicking on the 3 dots and then I check out. So right now it says I've checked out master. Right now in master, just a second. Yes, in the master branch, the p tag is this is it. So that means the changes that I am making on my branch are not affecting master at all. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the branch because we are working on the branch. No one is editing master directly. Okay, it says there are changes I've made. I don't think I've made any changes, but I will commit. Okay, so there are no changes, but we will check out we will check out the branch that we created here. So now we are on branch Concepta website, and when we check out, everything is okay. So we are going to push because we want these changes to be on GitHub. So pushing is just that. You will click on the push, and right now, you remember last time we only had an option of remote, origin, and down here would have master. But now you see we have more than one branch. So we are not pushing to master branch, but we are pushing to the welcome, to Concepta welcome. We are pushing Concepta welcome to the origin, which is remote on GitHub. So if you click OK there, so successfully pushed. What does that mean? If I navigate to GitHub right now, I should be able to see my branch, and we're going to check if that's true. So do you notice immediately there is this yellow tab that has shown up that is telling me compare and pull request. And I'm going to explain what that means. But now when we click on the drop down arrow here on the master branch, refresh that. When we click on the drop down here on the master branch, we see Concepta welcome as a whole, like as a different branch that has been created on GitHub. This was only created after pushing. If you haven't pushed changes from your branch, it won't be on GitHub. So a pull request is once I've written the code that I want to write, and I am sure that's now what I want to integrate into master, then I will compare what my changes. I'll compare my branch to the master branch and ensure that there are no conflicts. And if there are no conflicts, then I will create a pull request, which is like pull my changes from the branch and put them in master. And then when you create that pull request, the process of approving the pull request for it to actually put the changes in master is called merging. So we are going to go through that. So whenever this yellow button shows up for you, click on compare and pull request. And you can see here it's saying, in the arrows here, it's saying compare Concepta welcome to master. That's what the arrow is saying. And it says it's able to merge. So what does that mean? It means that there are no conflicts within your branches. If you ever see anything except able to merge, it means that you need to kind of resolve the conflicts before you continue to pull request, to merge the pull request. So add, that's okay. So you click on create pull request, and that will create a pull request. So even you can see in the tab here under pull requests, it shows that there is one pull request. So most on big projects, you'll have so many pull requests, and you have to go through and review them and then merge. So what we're going to do is, if I go to the pull requests now, I have one pull request there. If I click on it, there is a merge pull request option. And if I say merge, it says, okay, confirm merge. Okay, so right now, merging is put my changes into master, which means that right now the paragraph should have changed in master. So how do we see what the paragraph is? There we go. Right now we are on master branch, and the paragraph is on Concepta branch. So that means the changes have been pulled into the master branch. It's no longer on it or something. Yeah, and that's it. So that's how you work with GitHub. One last thing I want to also mention is, so what if I'm still working in my branch? So let's say, so right now, if I check out my master branch here, okay, it says we've made changes. So I think every time you visit a branch, it thinks like the spec editor just imagines that you are creating a branch, you are making changes, and it wants to commit before you change to another branch, because if you just change to another branch, the changes you've made in that branch that you're leaving would automatically be lost. So we are going to check out the master branch. So we are now on the master branch, and if I go to the index.html, it now has on conceptor branch. But what if I was working on another branch and I have, like, some other teammate of mine has made changes? If some teammate of mine has made changes, what you want to do is check out the master branch in your, like, on your computer or on your local, which is the phone right now. Check out the master branch, because your teammates changes have been merged into master. It means that the master that is remote is now, like, up to date with the changes of your teammate. So what you would do is you would check out master on your local phone, then click on the other fork that is not the direct fork, and then there you would utilize the pull option. And the pull option is more of, you're now pulling the remote origin you're pulling the remote origin into your master branch. And once you click OK, it fetches everything. So it applies the changes from the remote origin into your master branch. And yeah, so now at this point you've pulled the changes, you can, like, create another branch with all the changes for your team. Or if you are already working in another branch, then you would need to go to that branch and also pull from your master. I will show the process here. So this is master, right? So what I would do now is there's nothing to commit, so I will go to branches, and what I would do in that instance is I would check out my branch that I've been working on before my teammate created a pull request and it was merged into master. Then I would come here and pull. So what would I be pulling from? I would be pulling from, so actually you can actually come directly here and pull from the origin master into your branch. Yeah, so you can say okay, and then you would pull the changes into your branch. And if there is, like, if there is any work you want to see there, you can do that. But I don't think you will really need the polling in this. You won't need to do, like, the poll in your branch or all those, like, pull requests in the sessions we are doing. But I just wanted to show you that that's another option. Then I will just, if someone is curious to know what revert all is, it's more of, you are reverting all, like, your commits that you have made. So you are, like, kind of like going back on all your commits. So if you ever need that, I'm not going to do it now, but if you ever need to revert, just know that there is an option for you. So all in all is, we've gone through all these Git commands, and we've at least learned how to use them. So the process in summary is going to be, you will clone the repository, then you will create your branch. You will check out your branch. In your branch, you make changes to the files, you commit, push in your branch to the origin, and then you go to GitHub, compare, pull request, create a pull request. After that, if there are no merge conflicts, you merge that pull request into master. And that's it. When you come back to your project, you do what? You pull from the origin master. That means you're pulling the new master that has changes you have merged. Once you pull those, then you can create another branch for another feature. Let's say I was working on welcome. Now I've merged all changes into the master. I will do what? I will pull changes from the master. Then I'm now going to work on another page, which is like the About Us page. I will now create a new branch called Concepta About Us. And I will now check out that branch, and the process repeats itself.